Hello and welcome to this video lesson on algebra, where we will focus on combining like terms and understanding algebraic properties. Our learning goals for this lesson are: I can investigate like terms by modeling an algebraic expression. I can simplify algebraic expressions by combining like terms. I can express the terms of an algebraic expression in a different order in accordance with algebraic properties. And our language goals for this lesson are: I can talk about algebra using words like variable, coefficient, constant term, like terms, unlike terms, commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. First, let's review some vocabulary. In the expression 5k plus 2, 5 is the numerical coefficient of the variable. A coefficient is the number by which a variable is multiplied. 2 is the constant term. A constant is the number in an expression or equation that does not change. And k is the variable. A variable is a letter or symbol representing a quantity that can vary. Let's do some really basic addition to help us understand combining like terms. Let's say I have 3 grass blocks from Minecraft. Then I want to add 5 more grass blocks. We can visualize the 3 grass blocks like this: a grass block plus a grass block plus a grass block. And we can visualize the 5 grass blocks in the same way: grass plus grass plus grass plus grass plus grass. If we count them all up, we see that we have 8 grass blocks, which we can represent like this. Now let's take the same problem and represent it using variables instead of pictures of grass blocks. We'll use g as our variable to represent one grass block. To show our 3 grass blocks, we write 3g. And to show our 5 grass blocks, we write 5g. Now, we can think of 3g as being the same as 3 times g. But since we know that another way to think of multiplication is as repeated addition, we can also write 3g as g plus g plus g. Similarly, we can think of 5g as 5 times g, or g plus g plus g plus g plus g. When we add up all the g's, we see we have 8 g's. But I hope you also saw how we can just add the coefficients 3 and 5 together to get 8, and then pop that variable g back in there. Let's try a different example together. Here's an algebraic expression for us to simplify: 3z plus 2z. We can write out each coefficient and variable as repeated addition like this, then add them all together: z plus z plus z plus z plus z. Or we could use the faster and more efficient method of simply adding the coefficients, 3 and 2. If we do this, we get 5. Then we make sure not to forget to add the variable back onto our simplified coefficient, and we get 5z. Okay, here's another one for you. Can we add the coefficients together here to simplify our expression? Well, let's look at what we have here. We have 3 grass blocks plus 5 cobblestone blocks. And if we represent those blocks using variables, we have 3g plus 5c. And no, it doesn't work because we're trying to add grass blocks to cobblestone blocks, and they're not the same. So in this case, we call them unlike terms. The key to the strategy of just adding together the coefficients to simplify the expression is that it only works if the variables are the same. Let's talk about like terms versus unlike terms. So, in an algebraic expression, we can have like terms where the variable is the same and unlike terms where the variable is different. To simplify expressions, we should look for like terms and combine them. Unlike terms have to stay separate because they don't represent the same thing. Now, what if we have an expression that has some constant terms in it? Well, if you have more than one constant term in the expression, they are also like terms because a constant term is the same as another constant term, and you can combine them to simplify. Let's look at this expression here. We have 7 just the number 7, plus 6 diamond blocks, which is actually a pretty good haul when it comes to diamonds in Minecraft, and then plus 3, just the number 3. 7 and 3 are just regular numbers. They're not tied to the variable as coefficients, so we call them constant terms. In this expression, there are 2 constant terms, so we can combine them together and simplify. Let's write the expression out with a variable instead of a picture to see how this works. 7 plus 6d plus 3. First, we want to find the like terms. In this case, that's the constant terms, and our variable stands out because it's not like any other terms in this expression. Now we have to combine our like terms. So we're going to put 7 and 3 together in our expression. We move them side by side like this, 7 plus 3 plus 6d. Now 7 and 3 makes 10, so our simplified expression is 10 plus 6d. So far, we've practiced combining like terms with only positive integers, but we can also combine like terms with a mix of positive and negative integers. Let's use this example. Here we have 4 Endermen plus 3 minus 2 Endermen. I guess 2 of them just teleported away or something. So that's good news. The fewer Endermen, the better, in my opinion. Now, let's write the equation out using the variable e to represent the Endermen. That gives us 4e plus 3 minus 2e. Now, let's find our like terms so we can combine them. Well, 4e and negative 2e are the same. They're a coefficient and a variable. They're like terms, so we're going to put them beside each other and combine them, and we'll move the positive 3, our constant term, to the end of the expression. Now, when we combine our 4e and our negative 2e, it's easier to put the negative 2e in brackets to show that we're just adding negative 2e. Now we can just combine the coefficients. Positive 4 plus negative 2 is the same as 4 minus 2, which is 2. So our simplified expression is 2e plus 3. Let's practice simplifying an expression by grouping like terms. Here's our expression. 12n minus 5 plus 7n plus 11. First, let's group all the like terms together. We'll combine the coefficients and variables first, then combine the constant terms. That makes our new expression 12n plus 7n minus 5 plus 11. We combine the coefficients 12 plus 7 to get 19. So our first simplified term is 19n. Then we combine the constant terms, negative 5 and positive 11, which gives us 6. And our simplified expression is 19n plus 6. Now it's your turn. Simplify this expression. 6p plus 4 plus 15 minus 7p.